Hello guys, welcome back to LR Anime. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Flame Emperor episode number 304 based on novel. So let's start. Inside the Holy Flame space, after Xiao Yan displayed the Holy Flame, his aura was so strong, and even by virtue of the resonance between the Holy Flame and the Holy Flame space, Xiao Yang's breath at this time reached the perfection of the 3-star fighting immortal in a short period of time. The peak of, although this kind of power is only temporarily possessed by the Holy Flame and Holy Flame space, but it is enough to deal with the soul evil. On the other hand, looking at the evil spirits, countless black chi emerged from all over the body, and the black chi was filled with a roar of extremely mournful voices, as if there were countless strange souls that had decayed but were trying to devour Xiao Yang, which was shocking. Boom! In an instant, on the body of the soul, one after another hideous faces emerged. What is this? Although Xiao Yang had the Holy Flame in his hands, he still felt a bit of difficulty in the face of a ghost with a strange black knife and such a huge soul force as a backup. Let you taste what real pain is. Soul Sail. In an instant, the soul's body suddenly became shaken, and then an extremely painful roar emerged from his body in an instant. Boom! In the next moment, a group of colorless and transparent huge soul bodies, with unstoppable momentum, gushed directly from the black mist, and flew away to the space in front of the soul, as if brewing some terrible killing. Recruit General. This guy actually collected such a huge soul body. When Xiao Yang saw this, the countless soul bodies all over the soul escaped frantically from the black robe, and fled everywhere, but he still hadn't escaped. The black robe was several meters away, and it was melted into the strange black mist in front of him. At the same time, the cloud of black mist in front of the soul is still increasing, and the huge soul body is continuously transported from its body to gather it away, can only temporarily escape. When I succeed, you will wait to die. An incomparable crazy voice suddenly came out of the black robe of the soul. So Soul Sail. This guy is also willing. Seeing such a turbulent scene, the Lord of Soul Eater couldn't help laughing. Master, what is this thing? Although Xiao Yang didn't see this thing, he must have been hidden in his black robe by the ghost, but even so, Xiao Yang didn't dare to take it lightly. The dazzling holy flame emerged, dozens of flame barriers were set up in front of him, and he immediately asked. The Hall of Souls collects the 3 souls and 7 souls of the lone soul and the wild ghost, and even directly dispatches the strong to obliterate some high-level pharmacists, so as to collect their complete soul body. After all, the lone ghost and the 3 souls and 7 souls are only the soul body part. And the Soul Search Sale is the place in the Soul Palace specially used to store this kind of creature. The Soul Search Sale was researched by the experts in the Soul Palace. There are many similar items in the Soul Palace, but there are probably thousands of creatures in any one item. These creatures are imprisoned in the Dark Soul Search Sale all day long, and they are tortured. The Soul Eater murmured. Why are these guys collecting soul bodies like the Soul Palace in Dochi continent as always? Could it be that he has become the soul of breaking through the realm of the gods? Xiao Yang thought. Hey, I don't know, but the soul power of the gods cannot be achieved by swallowing foreign objects. The Lord of Soul Eater smiled. Obviously there was something in his words. Let's deal with this guy first. If there is a chance in a while, I will lose the formation stone of the Chenkuan ancient array to him. After all, this guy is willing to use the Soul Search Sale. We can't be stingy and respectful exchanges. The next moment, watching brewing a more powerful offensive, the Lord of Soul Eater suddenly saw through some of the latter's thoughts, and immediately laughed. Okay. After Xiao Yang finished speaking, the powers of the Holy Flame and the great heavenly seed in his hands also appeared in one hand, and in coordination with the tyrannical flesh tempered by the dragon god's first transformation, they slowly turned the two. The flames gave the attempt to send the fusion together. It's just that this fusion is not as usual. In the past, most of them only relied on the power of the Holy Flame and the great heavenly seed, but at this time, the source of the two was displayed, holding the khaki-colored Holy Flame crystal in one hand and holding it in the other. The fire-red origin of the crimson flame that lives in the great heaven, the fusion of the origin of these two flames, the power will be more damaging than ever before. What is this guy doing? This is the first time I've seen a human being with the power of the great celestial seed and the holy flame. Although Soul Evil is proud, Xiao Yang is a descendant of the Xiao clan, and this Xiao clan, even if it is the Soul clan behind their Soul Palace in the middle, those great powers are extremely afraid, so the Soul Evil will naturally not give Xiao Yang the opportunity to escape again, so the Soul Search Sale is used. There are nearly 1,000 soul bodies in this Soul Search Sale, and these soul bodies are the achievements of his ghosts for nearly 10 years. After all, the weakest soul body strength is also at the level of fighting immortals. It will naturally take a lot of time to collect so many numbers. Xiao Yang didn't stop as the soul evil was brewing a terrifying offensive. The two flames in his hand were slowly approaching the center, trying to merge. What a strong repulsive force. If this continues, the power of the great heavenly seed will be directly swallowed by the holy flame. It can't be like this. Fengju, get up. Xiao felt that the source power of the great heavenly seed seemed to be afraid of the holy flame, and there was a fiery breath on the Saint Flame crystal, as if he wanted to devour the great heavenly seed and turn it into his own power, can only rely on the peculiar effect of Fengju to neutralize the power of the two. Crash. It was strange to say that, with the sight of Fengju, the fighting chi that had been tempered by Fengju just emerged, and the two sources of flames became quiet, and then Xiao Yang was allowed to slowly merge. There was no resistance, and Xiao Yang's fusion was quite easy. After a while, a long-sized fire lotus seed with fiery red and khaki slowly emerged. The fire lotus seed is a great heavenly seed. The fusion product of scarlet flame and fire heart Tianyang sacred flame. It's just that the khaki color occupies nearly 2/3 of the time. Obviously, the holy flame is too powerful than the big heaven. Radiate out. Let's call you Huayan Fei Yan. Feeling the tyrannical destructive power of the fire lotus seeds in his hands, Xiao Yang smiled contentedly. Xiao Yang, please accept your fate. After a while, the two attacks slowly brewed. Suddenly, in this space, countless soul bodies formed a ferocious spirit of resentment in midair, and the whole resentment spirit was caused by soul power. It has no form, it is just an ethereal energy body, but it is this mysterious spirit that gives Xiao Yang an unprecedented sense of heaviness. Go, Huayan Fei Yan. Xiao Yang's eyes became sharp, and the burning art in his body moved rapidly, instantly pouring into the exquisite lotus seed in his hand, and suddenly, a wave of destruction flames slowly dispersed. With the interweaving of the red resentful spirit and Xiao Yang's Huayan crimson flames, the holy flame space was completely ignited. Boom! At this time, in the holy flame space, with Xiao Yang Huayan Fei Yan and the red resentment attacking together suddenly, the battle situation suddenly became anxious. Both of them could not help but take dozens of steps back to prevent being affected by the dazzling energy ripples, and in the mid-air of the holy flame space, the fiery rock crimson flame and the red resentful spirit turned out to be at a stalemate for a while. The power of flames and eerie powers continue to emerge, making people shudder. Boom! In an instant, two strong energy ripples flew towards the holy flame space like a tide, and the magnificent scene was extremely terrifying. Let's see how you deal with it. Soul Mang. Seeing Xiao Yang's distraction fighting against the red resentful spirit, Soul Nai couldn't help laughing. His aura was soaring, and the black knife in his hand was only held in a black palm, whistling towards Xiao Yang. Come. This guy. Xiao Yang controlled the two types of flames in his body while urging Fengju to deliver Do Qi to the fire lotus seeds. When he saw the aggressive attack of the ghosts, Xiao Yang asked in doubt. After a while, the body of soul evil came to Xiao Yang instantly, and then on the black knife in his hand, countless eerie runes emerged. Holding his strength, he suddenly slashed towards Xiao Yang. The black knife was an immortal weapon tempered from the soul body. Xiao Yang naturally did not dare to take it lightly. Soul King Thorn. After a short while, seeing Xiao Yang's fighting consciousness so tyrannical, that he was able to deal with such a tyrannical attack with ease, Soul Evil immediately snorted coldly. Boom! As the voice of the soul fell, a circle of black runes on the black knife jumped extremely eerily, and then turned into a gloomy beam of dozens of meters. One can't help but shudder when one sees it. What the are these guys in the soul hall collecting the soul body and the power of faith for? It stands to reason that the strongest of their soul palace and soul clan can't reach my level. And I vaguely remember that I learned some information about the soul palace by a certain chance. They collected the soul body and the power of faith, and they seemed to be serving others. After a while, the Lord of Soul Eater slowed down. He spoke slowly, his voice full of doubts. Serve others? Extraterritorial evil clan or sin? Xiao Yang looked at such a tyrannical offensive spirit and whispered. None of them. It seems to be other forces. Unfortunately, I didn't go into it at the beginning, otherwise I would definitely be able to dig out this secret. The Lord of Soul Eater shook his head. Xiao Yang, let this deity die. As the dark blue light beam emanating from the black knife reached the zero boundary point, the ghost suddenly didn't hold back, roared, and a dazzling black mist suddenly emerged from the body. At that time, the black knife on the palm of the hand suddenly waved towards Xiao Yang. A burst of suffocating fluctuations attacked Xiao Yang in an instant. So strong. Rock breaking heaven burial. In an instant, the fire lotus seeds and the red resentful spirits in the sky also slowly disappeared. It was obvious that the two were evenly matched. After a while, watching the aggressive offensive, Xiao Yang's voice sounded like Sanskrit, in the holy flame space. Ringing in. What is this? As Xiao Yang's voice just sounded, the entire holy flame space seemed to be completely ignited, and an incomparably hot and sacred aura filled the air. After a while, the khaki yellow holy flame crystal above Xiao Yang's palm burst out with a very fierce and tyrannical aura, and traces of flames came directly from all directions in the holy flame space, and then gathered to attack the ghosts. Bang bang bang! Although the attack of the soul is tyrannical, it is in the holy flame space after all, and the dark blue beams are immediately completely wrapped by countless holy flames, and they suddenly lose their power. Damn it! You should have the formation stone of the Chenkuan ancient array. Watching his attack disappear, and the bright flame in front of him was slowly condensing at one point, an extremely terrifying fluctuation was born slowly, and the soul opened his mouth. Road. Nuo. This is the formation stone of the Chenkuan ancient array. If you want it, come and grab it. Listening to the words of the soul, a rather ordinary stone appeared on Xiao Yang's palm. Countless mysterious powers linger, these powers are impressively patterned. Sure enough. If that's the case, then it's better to be respectful than to obey. Sacrifice, the soul lock of life. Looking at the ordinary stones emitting bursts of bright fluctuations on Xiao Yang's palm, Soul Evil understands that this is the stone. As long as you get it, you can crack the ancient formation that sealed the Poison Temple Demon Empress. Of course it is self-defeating. As the voice of the soul fell, a dark blue spooky chain suddenly emerged from his black robe, and even when the soul lock of life emerged, the holy flame on Xiao Yang's chest could not bear it. Jumping violently. Be careful, this guy's soul lock is very strong. We will find an opportunity to defeat the formation stone to him in a while, and we will need their strength to crack the ancient formation of the universe. The next moment, the Lord of Soul Eater instructed. Well, but the life chain on this guy's body can actually have such a tyrannical fluctuation. Xiao Yang nodded lightly, with khaki flames and fiery red flames lingering constantly, and a majestic fighting spirit emerged. The natal soul lock, lock the soul. In an instant, with the emergence of the dark blue natal soul lock on the soul of the evil spirit, the aura in the holy flame space was immediately rendered extremely gloomy. With an order, the dazzling soul locks went directly to the place where the flames converged. Suddenly, the shattered rocks and heavenly burial were completely shattered, so Zaidu blasted away at Xiao Yang. The power contained in them made people palpitate. Flame. Seeing this, Xiao Yang didn't panic. The dazzling flame condensed in the palm of his hand and attacked directly at his soul lock. Boom boom boom. But the strange thing is that the soul lock directly ignored Xiao Yang's flame attack, and then whizzed away at Xiao Yang's vital point. Not good. Xiao Yang didn't expect that this life soul lock could ignore the flames, so his figure quickly retreated, trying to escape. Late. Born soul lock, soul burial. A maniacal laughter emerged, and immediately attacked Xiao Yang who was running away. Boom boom boom. After a short while, the soul lock of life directly hit Xiao Yang, and Xiao Yang was caught off guard. It's just that Soul Nai did not notice the fleeting smile at the corner of Xiao Yang's mouth. The formation stone. In an instant, the figure of the ghost appeared, squirmed directly, and took the formation stone into the palm of his hand. Boy, I still have important things to do, just let you live for a while. After the Soul Evil finished speaking, he directly took back the soul lock of his life, held the formation stone in his hand, and then his figure wriggled strangely, and disappeared in the holy flame in an instant. Space. This guy, I hope we won't be disappointed. As the ghost left, Xiao Yang's breath was also extremely calm, and he laughed. Damn it. The power of the spirit blood generals here is too strong. In the bamboo forest outside the holy flame space, with Du Qifei, Xiao Gui and Liu Qing as a triangle, they besieged the spirit blood generals. Although the strength of the three is extraordinary, no matter what, the dazzling attack of the three also falls on the strange armor of the Earth Spirit Blood General, so no matter the tyrannical attack, the power is suddenly weakened, which makes them always in a disadvantageous situation. But it is strange to say that the Earth Spirit Blood General has the advantage of crushing, but he is attacking with defense instead of attacking rashly, which makes the three of them quite puzzled. The armor on the body of the Spirit Blood General seems to be a rare treasure. It can absorb the power of the attacker for his own use. Yuan Yang, who was watching the battle from a distance, carefully looked at the four people in the battle, couldn't help being surprised. It should be an evil weapon, just like the hundreds of immortal weapons in our world, it has a rather strange power. However, the power of the Spirit Blood General in the middle stage of the 4-star fighting immortal, plus this strange armor, I am afraid that the three of them may not be able to defeat. And the Spirit Blood General here seems to be waiting for something. Yuan Hong's strength and perception are not cheap, so naturally he easily noticed other things. Boom. Immediately, the figure of the soul inhaled by the sacred flame space over the bamboo forest suddenly appeared, and then there was a formation stone covered with dazzling patterns in his hand. Successful? The Earth Spirit Blood General also smiled when he saw the appearance of the ghost. Well, let's go. Soul Nai tilted his head slightly and said, and immediately prepared to cross the bamboo forest and go deeper. After all, Xiao Yang and the Poison Temple Demon Empress were obviously more important than the latter. That's the formation stone of the Chenkuan ancient array. Isn't this thing in Brother Xiao Yang's hands? How could it be in his hands? Could it be that something happened to Brother Xiao Yang? Yuan Yang's face was tense and serious. Don't worry, I can still feel Xiao Yang's breath, it's not a big problem. Yuan Hong hurriedly said, but even with the relationship between Yuan Hong and Yuan Yang sisters, it was rare to see her caring so much about outsiders. I don't know what kind of ecstasy Xiao Yang gave Yuan Yang. That's Xiao Yang's stuff. Go ahead, you stop the Earth Spirit Blood General, and I'll go get him back. Although he didn't know what happened in the holy flame space, but the ghost holding Xiao Yang's things in his hand, Du Chifei would not let him go no matter what. Leave. I won't play with you. Earth Spirit Blood Armor. In an instant, a roar emerged from the Earth Spirit Blood General's mouth, and suddenly the strange armor on his body emitted bursts of dazzling power, and the tyrannical force easily blocked everyone. Let's go. After a while, the evil spirits and the blood of the Earth Spirit will give each other a glance, and then head towards the depths of the bamboo forest, and this bamboo forest was originally designed to isolate the existence of evil spirits. After crossing the bamboo forest, not far behind is the place to suppress the poisonous demon queen. Damn it. After a short while, after Xiao Gui and several people resolved the offensive of the Earth Spirit Blood General, the two souls had disappeared. You stay here, I'll go after them. In an instant, Du Chifei's beautiful eyes squirmed slightly, then glanced at the place where the holy flame space existed, and said directly, let's go together. Just as Duo Chifei's voice was about to leave, the holy flame space also slowly wriggled away, and Xiao Yang's figure slowly came into everyone's sight. Big brother Xiao Yang, how could the formation stone in your hand be caught by that mysterious guy? Seeing Xiao Yang appearing, Yuan Yang couldn't help but ask. After all, Xiao Yang's aura was still tyrannical, not at all like it is the appearance of being defeated by the ghost. The promise of Lord Qianwang Zong, of course, cannot be broken. It's just that they control the secrets of the Chenkuan ancient array. If we want to get close to the Poison Temple Demon Empress, we have to rely on them, explained. So that's the case. Everyone heard the words and nodded slowly. Let's go, pass through here, you will be close to the real core of Demon Suppression Prison. And passing through this bamboo forest means that we have no chance of winning the points competition. Please consider it carefully. Xiao Yang did not insist, and explained the pros and cons clearly. Don't worry, among us, no one will back down. At this time, the girls nodded slowly. Obviously the points competition was not necessary for them. As for Liu Qing, he will go back to Dodi continent at the end of this competition, and Du Chifei has reincarnation, not to mention. In that case, let's go. Let me see how tyrannical this so-called emperor-level Poison Temple Demon Empress is. Xiao Yang took the lead, and after speaking, everyone passed through the bamboo forest and headed towards the depths of the Demon Suppression Prison. In other parts of the Demon Suppression Prison, fierce battles are also going on. The powerhouses on the 4 continents fought one after another, taking food from the mouths of other powerhouses, so the number of tens of thousands of contestants suddenly appeared, and at this time there were still only a handful of powerhouses in the Demon Suppression Prison. As for the ranking of points, it is also clear at a glance. At this time, the top scorer was actually He Ju from Ghost Shadow Valley, the second and third were Lin Lin and Lin Yuan from Wanxian Palace, the fourth and fifth were Liu Yun and Nebula, and the sixth was Xiao Yang. Shun Jun from the 7th Soul Beast Alliance, Liu Yang from the 8000 Ghost Sect, and the 9th one was a guy with a relatively low reputation. As for the 10th place, it was actually Xiao Gui. I'm the first in points. It seems that I didn't run away when I entered Li Soul Domain. But there seems to be something interesting in the depths of this town. Have a look. As soon as the voice fell, after images appeared one after another, this guy is the black absolute number 1 in the standing. Now it seems that the powerhouses above the 4 continents are probably only 10 of us, and the ranking has basically been determined. But I guess, I'm afraid that their target is the place where the poisonous demon queen is sealed. After all, the blood of the earth spirit in the dead silent valley has leaked a lot of information in a valley. Liu Yun and Nebula slowly opened their mouths. Sister, what are we doing now? Leaving the demon suppression prison directly or? Liu Yun couldn't help but ask. The top 10 points can directly enter the Li Soul realm, and if they leave now, they can retain this qualification. Wait a minute, go to the depths of the demon suppression prison. After all, this time during the demon suppression prison experience, the top 10 points have never played against each other in any form. I believe they have the same idea as us. After all, the ranking of points is the key to entering Li Soul realm in the future. Senior sister Xingyun said slowly with her beautiful eyes. If that's the case, then let's go. After the two finished speaking, they headed towards the depths of the demon suppression prison at the same time. The top 10 in the standings, and the other 9 people, are all 3-star Dozian consummate strength, and even some people are vaguely about to set foot in the 4-star Dozian, but only Xiao Yang is only in the middle of the 3-star Dozian. As many powerhouses in the 4 continents and the powerhouses of the Hidden Soul Society moved towards the depths of the demon suppression prison, the most lively scene in this demon suppression prison was slowly emerging. Xiao Yang and his party had just crossed the bamboo forest, and suddenly a sense of solemnity rushed towards their faces. Behind this solemnity, everyone was in front of everyone. Unexpectedly, there were evil auras as thick as arms. Here, in the depths of the demon suppression prison, is quite different from the outside world. There is an extremely large and dignified evil aura here. This aura is like the evil demon that crawled out of the abyss and is imprisoned by the restrictions of heaven and earth, which is terrifying. In the depths of this town's demon prison, it really lives up to its reputation. Liu Qing couldn't help but said looking at the jaw-dropping scene in front of him. In front of everyone, there is a darkened space filled with countless evil spirit. In the blood-colored space, tyrannical evil auras can be seen everywhere. Even the weakest of these auras possess strength comparable to the perfection of the 3-star fighting immortals of human beings. The setting is extremely terrifying. In the center, it should be the seal formation that seals the Poison Temple Demon Empress. And the seal formation should be the Chenkuan ancient formation. It is said that this ancient formation has been handed down from ancient times. It once suppressed and killed countless extraterrestrial evil clan powerhouses, but it is a pity that the formation stone was lost, so its power was greatly reduced. Yuan Yang, slowly open your mouth. As Yuan Yang's voice fell, everyone raised their heads with difficulty and looked at the blood-colored space, a white light that was isolated from countless evil breaths. In the white light, there seemed to be a magnificent hall. The breath emerges, completely suppressing the evil creatures in its depths. Let's go. After speaking, everyone was also under the cover of Xiao Yang's soul power, and slowly walked away from the ancient Chenkuan formation, but the top 10 powerhouses also poured in here one after another. Obviously they not only want to be with the top 10 powerhouses competed against each other, and even wanted to get some benefits from this town demon prison. At the core of the blood-colored space. You're back. In an instant, the 4 heroes of the Hidden Soul Society had already been waiting in the depths of the demon suppression prison, in order to guard against the powerhouses of the 4 continents, but the powerhouses of the 4 continents did not seem to know that their purpose was the Poison Temple Demon Empress. So it didn't come to stop it. Haven't the strong men above the 4 continents come over? This is beyond my expectations. After a while, the figure of the ghost and the blood of the earth will come directly to the 4 heroes of the Hidden Soul Society, and the blood of the earth will speak. They have internal problems and will not take us into account for a short time, but we only have one chance. If it fails, I'm afraid we can only leave here temporarily. After a short while, the formation stone in Soul Evil's hand was slowly clenched. Among the evil races outside the realm, the Demon Empress of Poison Shaw can be called a true overlord. Not only her strength and the forces behind her, but also because she has evil tools in her hands, which makes her strength even higher. And this evil tool is the goal of their soul palace this time. Time is running out, we will stop other powerhouses for you, and the task of cracking the Chenkuan ancient array is still up to you. After a while, Mo Tianxing, the boss of the Hidden Soul Society, said softly, "Don't worry, as long as the Chenkuan ancient array is cracked, the power of the seal on your master will be self-defeating. After all, the 2 of them have the same effect." Soul Nai laughed, obviously also aware of the hidden soul. So the reason for cooperating with him is just to use some power in the sealing formation to crack the master who was sealed in the Sea of Dust by the heavenly Pluto. You lowly robbers really have bad intentions for the demon suppression prison in our ghost days. Suddenly, a cold snort accompanied by afterimages appeared directly in the blood-colored space, and the sound resounded throughout the space, making people feel relieved vibrate slowly. The blackness of Ghost Shadow Valley. Old rival. Looking at the figure that suddenly appeared in the sky, Missouri Baishen, the second child of the Hidden Soul Society, smiled. Obviously, before this plan started, they had investigated the contestants' information clearly. Let me meet you. After the two finished speaking, the dazzling attack unfolded directly in the blood-colored space. Tianyin Sect, 10,000 Souls Palace, Soul Beast Alliance. After a while, a series of tyrannical voices emerged, and Mo Tianxing, the boss of the Hidden Soul Society, couldn't help saying, "The powerhouses of the Soul Palace and the Hidden Soul Club belong to them, let's attack them together. As long as we wait for the Chenkuan Ancient Array to be cracked, then we will win this battle." As soon as the voice fell, the 8 top 10 players in the standings were immediately stalemate by the remaining powerhouses of the Hidden Soul Society and Soul Palace. Damn, you can't be dragged like this, otherwise, once the ancient formation of the universe is broken and the Poison Temple Demon Empress cracks the seal, then we people may only have a dead end. Doubt, but just wanted to go to stop, but was stalemate by other powerhouses. Chi Fei, you help them defend against the enemy, I will go to the ancient Chenkuan formation. Xiao Yang watched the two armies' confrontation without any pause, snorted, and then rushed towards the ancient Chenkuan formation with a stride. Big brother, I'll go too. Watching Xiao Yang move, Xiao Gui turned around and followed Xiao Yang. Why are you here? It's very dangerous here, go back. Xiao Yang naturally wouldn't let Xiao Gui do such a dangerous thing, and snorted immediately. Brother, just take me in. I don't know if it's in this ancient universe or deeper. It seems that something is calling me. Xiao Yang was also puzzled. Go into the Chenkuan Ancient Array for a while, follow me closely, don't run around. After speaking, Xiao Yang's figures turned into a beam of light speed, and they roared away directly at the white real people behind the crowd. Want to go into the Chenkuan Ancient Formation and ruin our good things? Ask me first, the Earth Spirit Blood General. Just as Xiao Yang and the two were about to enter the Chenkuan Ancient Array, the Earth Spirit Blood General's huge palm was about to hit them in a blink of an eye. And us. Immediately, Duo Chifei and several women jointly launched an attack to intercept the blockade of the Earth Spirit Blood General. At this time, Xiao Yang and the two also easily entered the ancient Chenkuan formation. You are courting death. Upon realizing this scene, the spirit blood couldn't help roaring, a dazzling killing intent, which was not concealed, radiated directly. This kind of fierce aura was more powerful than what I had told her before. The fight has been too tyrannical, and it is obvious that the current Earth Spirit Blood will be really angry and ready to kill. Everyone, let's fight. Looking at the tense confrontation between the two armies in front of them, everyone called out, and then started a fiery battle. They knew that at this time, they were no longer fighting for the competition, but for the entire Yinhunshan. Fighting. After all, if the Demon Empress of the Poison Temple breaks the seal, I am afraid that Yinhunshan will no longer exist, and there will be no eggs under the nest. Kill me. Mo Tianxing snorted coldly, injecting himself into the battle. Their hidden soul will add the powerhouse of the Soul Palace, which is already more tyrannical than the powerhouses of the 4 continents, and has an absolute advantage in both strength and quantity, so this battle is quite beneficial to them. As for the ancient formation of Chenkuan, whether Soul Evil took the lead in cracking the formation to release the Poison Temple Demon, or whether Xiao Yang reversed the formation to reinforce the seal, it is unknown. This is the Chenkuan ancient formation. As soon as they entered the milky white light, waves of soft luster appeared on Xiao Yang and Xiao Gui, and the fighting chi in both of them couldn't help but burst into joy. At this time, they have already entered the sealing formation located in the depths of the demon suppression prison, and this formation is the ancient Chenkuan formation with a splendid reputation. It is said that in ancient times, once this formation was displayed, in an instant, it can control thousands of meters of space and obliterate the Emperor-level aliens. Is this the Chenkuan ancient formation? What a tyrannical imprisoning power. Xiao Yang's tyrannical soul power radiated out, but nothing was gained, as if he was completely repulsed by the milky white luster, and Xiao Yang's heart was also affected by this formation. The power of confinement inside made it quite uncomfortable. However, Xiao Yang knew that this was in the depths of the demon suppression prison, where countless evil auras gathered, but the ancient Chenkuan formation could completely isolate these breaths from the Poison Temple Demon Empress. It seemed that this formation was also quite powerful. By the way, What about Earth Poison Shaw and Poison Demon Empress? After a while, Xiao Yang suddenly asked in doubt as he looked at the endless milky white space around him. This is the inner space of the Chenkuan ancient array. Only after the formation is broken, can the Poison Temple Demon Queen and Earth Poison Temple be seen. This is also set up to prevent contestants from entering by accident. As for the Demon Empress of the Poison Temple, she was suppressed in the depths of the Chenkuan ancient array. The Soul Eater said slowly, "Master, this Poison Temple is also at the level of a half-emperor, and the Demon Empress of the Poison Temple is even more of an emperor. We do this, right?" After a short while, Xiao Yang shook his head in doubt. "Don't worry, I'm here, and I've long thought that I'll meet her. After all, she has some good things on her body." The Soul Eater said fiery in his heart. "Is it a good thing?" Xiao Yang nodded slowly when he heard the words. Obviously something that could be so praised by his master would definitely not be ordinary. "Although my current strength is not at the peak, it is still easy to deal with a poisonous demon queen, and you still have a lot of distance to exchange your points for swallowing the flame technique, so this time, let me do it, just in time. Let you see, what is the real powerhouse among the foreign evil races." After the Lord of Soul Eater finished speaking, he slowly fell silent, obviously brewing his own power. With the departure of the Soul Eater talisman, the overall strength of the Soul Eater Lord has dropped a lot, but fortunately, there is the existence of the Blood River Bell, so it can also make up the gap. Wong buzzing. "Big brother, look there." Xiao Gui saw a black spot in the milky white light array flickering, and suddenly raised his fingers slowly and said to Xiao Yang, "Be careful, go take a look." After Xiao Yang finished speaking, the dazzling soul power emerged, and then directly covered the body of the two, and walked away towards the strange black spot. The core of the ancient Chenkuan formation. With the existence of the stone formation, the deity depends on how you deal with it. The Demon Empress of Poison Break, this time, after all, we won. As soon as the voice fell, the figure of the ghost slowly appeared in the space of Chenkuan formation. That is the core of the formation. In an instant, Xiao Yang and the two approached the center of the formation, and they saw an astonishing scene. The core of the formation was originally the formation stone and the formation pattern, but the ancient Chenkuan formation stone was lost for too long, so the formation core was born at the center of the formation to maintain the normal operation of the formation. Looking around, this ancient formation of heaven and earth is full of milky white halos full of purifying power, and in the center of the formation, in front of the evil spirits, there is a group of strange lines, forming a pillar of optimism, towering high. The Lord of the Sky is about several hundred meters tall, and his whole body is composed of countless mysterious milky white patterns. Under the illumination of these patterns, it seems that the evil aura is dissipating one after another. The power of this ancient Chenkuan formation is really terrifying. Looking at the pillar of the sky at the center of the formation, Xiao Gui spoke slowly. Obviously because of the ghostly aura on Xiao Gui's body, he felt it from it. A heart palpitation. Let's start. After a while, the gloomy gaze under the ghostly black robe suddenly turned into a pair of eerie cyan pupils, and then the entire body was bathed under the eerie cyan ghostly black robe, and the black breath lingered on the palm of the hand. The boulders slowly emerged. "Brother, do you want to do it?" Suddenly, Xiao Gui also held his breath and asked in a low voice. Although Xiao Gui didn't know what the ghosts were doing, Xiao Gui could feel that there seemed to be a demon-like figure hidden inside the Pillar of Optimus. If the ghosts succeeded, I'm afraid they would only end in failure. Wait first, after all, the ancient formation of Chenkuan is not so easy, and this ghost can actually use the strength of Samsung Do's yarn to go to kill the poisonous demon queen. I am afraid there must be some treasures in the bottom of the box. Let's wait and see how it changes. After speaking, the two became quiet. This ancient Chenkuan formation is really powerful. If it weren't for the extremely tyrannical restraint of our spooky and strange ghosts, it would be an option to use it for one's own use. But let's get down to business now. The ghost suppressed the fiery gaze in his body, and then a trace of ghostly energy spread into the stone in his hand. Wong buzzing. At this time, a strong and powerful beam of light suddenly erupted from the formation stone in the hands of Soul Evil, and it turned out that the Pillar of Optimus in front of him resonated extremely terribly. Since that's the case, let's go. After speaking, Soul Evil slowly threw the stone in his hand towards the Pillar of Optimus, but above the stone, there seemed to be a hidden power like a ghost. I am afraid it is the backhand of the soul. Boom. The ancient Chenkuan array and the array are one body. The ancient array of Chenkuan is tyrannical, but without the support of the array, the power of the ancient array of Chenkuan is also greatly reduced. The Pillar of Optimus also erupted with an extremely hot suction, and without thinking, directly inhaled the formation stone into the body. The Pillar of Optimus at the core of the Qianquan ancient array can be said to be invincible. If you want to use external force to break it, even if it is a 5-star fighting immortal, it is impossible to break it, but with the appearance of the formation stone, there was a trace of fiery heat in the Pillar of Optimus, so he didn't notice the ghostly aura left on it, and devoured it directly. Wung hum. As the Pillar of Optimism swallowed the formation stone suddenly exuded incomparably hot fluctuations, and the lines on the Pillar of Optimism suddenly faced the formation at a speed visible to the naked eye. Flying away, in a short period of time, it is to completely fill the entire interior of the ancient universe. In this way, it is obviously the return of the formation stone, which has restored the power of the ancient Qianquan formation to its peak. Sure enough. Ancient Qianquan array, thank you. Looking at this scene, the hidden face under the black robe of the soul also revealed a strange smile. Bang bang bang. In an instant, the ghost didn't hesitate, and the black aura lingered in the palm of the hand. It was obvious that the hands were clasped together, the fingers changed rapidly, and the handprints containing strange power were displayed impressively. And with such a move of the soul, a crack suddenly appeared on the formation stone swallowed by the Pillar of Optimus, and then a dazzling ghostly aura suddenly emerged from the formation stone, facing the inside of the Pillar of Optimus. Whistling away. And with the soul evil like this, the Optimus Pillar also realized that something was wrong, and the dazzling purification power suddenly emerged, trying to purify the strange black chi remaining on the formation stone, but in this moment, those black chi seemed to not to attack them, but to form a burst of tiny cracks directly on the surface of the Pillar of Optimus, and this crack is the passage leading to the land where the Poison Temple Demon Empress is sealed. This video will end here.